Hey everyone, it's Clayton here with a quick guide on how to install a case window into your Xbox 360 hard drive. So this will be your original hard drive that you're going to want to start with. As you can see, it's a normal hard drive. Everything's basically an original hard drive on it. So, and there's the other one. I did this one a long time ago. But this is what your hard drive should look like at the end. So, what we're going to need to do this is a hard drive for the older fat version of the Xbox 360. And you're going to need a Dremel tool or some type of cutting tool so that you can cut out this part, as well as cut a little piece of plastic that's also in there as well. As you can see, I just have a cutting bit on the end. And you're also going to want a some type of, you're going to either want sandpaper or one of the sand drill bit, well, not a drill bit, but Dremel bit, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what the hell it's called, but whatever. You're also going to want plastic. Any type of plastic will do. This is just some basic plastic that I got. If you usually find this on, you can get this from anywhere. So, like, what you're going to want to do with this, we're going to use this as the actual window. And you're also going to want a T10 Torx screw or Torx wrench, and then also a T6 Torx wrench or Torx bit. Doesn't really matter. So T6 and T10 is what you're going to want to get, and that should be really all you're going to need to do this. So let's get started. So what we're going to want to do is start off by unscrewing these 4 Torx screws that are on the bottom of your hard drive. You may have a seal right here. This seal is just a warranty seal. But you're going to have to break that to actually open up your hard drive, which will void your warranty. So let's just simply pop these off real quick. So now, after you have those 4 screws out, this should simply just pull apart. You're going to want to watch out because there is this piece at the front, which I just took apart, but it's not that big a deal. It's just this one screw this spring goes in behind there, pushes on it. I don't know. I think you guys will be able to figure out how to put it back together. I'm not going to show you how to. You can look up a guide online if you need to figure that out. So now what we're going to want to do is simply remove this metal casing on top of your hard drive shell. Well, on top of your hard drive actually, if not the shell. But yeah, let's remove that real quick with the T10 Torx screw. And then after you unscrew this, you're just going to simply want to put these screws back into it. But without this piece on top. So that way you have the green of your hard drive and you can see all the motherboard, and that looks a bit cooler than this metal. If you want, you can keep the metal on there, it doesn't really matter. So after you do that, simply put the screws back in. See, I unscrewed it, and then I'm just going to put the screws back into it to hold the hard drive in place. So now you have your hard drive screwed back in, should be all steady in there, and as you're going to see when your lid goes back on, you're going to see the hard drive. So now what you're going to want to do is simply cut this top piece. So going to do that with my Dremel tool right now. Okay, so I don't know how well you guys can actually see what was going on there, but this is only connected through the small little notches that are there. So the ones along the edge you're probably going to find quite easy, but so along this edge you're going to find them probably quite easy, but on these two edges right here you probably won't be able to go through the bottom without messing it up, because as you can see I started to, and then I'm like, okay, so I'll just go from the top. And when you go from the top, you can see it's cleaner because you're not hitting this. You do leave extra plastic on it, but you'd rather leave extra than to take off more, because it's just going to make your life a hell of a lot harder to try and smooth it out and make it look normal if you cut off some extra plastic. If you leave extra, you can always just sand that down. So what you're going to simply want to, and oh yeah, also when there's that one plastic piece that's also like this right across here, you're going to want to cut it, but you're not going to want to cut it fully off. As you can see, I left those two little edges there. It's just so that they were still clipped on. So now what I'm going to do is just simply take my Dremel tool with the sanding bit on it, and then we're just going to go through and sand it up, and after that I will be back and to show you how to actually put the plastic onto here. So now that you have your the actual piece sanded down and looks nice, if you ask me, you should want to make it look at least half decent. As you can see, mine's pretty clean. So what you're going to want to do then is just take that piece of plastic from earlier and cut out a square piece, well, a rectangle actually, and you're just going to want it to be so that it slides in there. You can see it just about the exact same size as that square, just a little bit smaller. So after that, you're going to want to use some type of either tape or something like that, hot glue or anything, but I'm going to use some double-sided sticky tape, and I'm just going to use this to secure that down, and after that it should be smooth sailing. After that you're just going to want to close it up, but let's apply this tape first. Now that I have the tape on there, as you can see, I have that double-sided tape. I'm just going to want to take my piece of plastic and stick it onto there. So as you can see, there you go, you have your case window now. Now all you want to do is simply put it back together. So let's do that now. Push down, you have this up against it. Okay, so now you can see there's your hard drive and your case window. So now, screw it back together. And there you go, quick guide on how to install the case window onto your old Xbox 360, the fat version hard drive. So, thanks for watching, and comment, rate, subscribe.